All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock, and if you're not already we've been talking about crazy shit. Um, this is new to me, guys, so it might be a shit show. I'm trying to figure it all out, but we got my pal JC. JC is a writer, rules creator extraordinaire. Writes a lot for Ed Texeria's 2-hour war game system. He's got a Kickstarter coming out at the beginning of the year of Nuts. That's their World War II. So, keep your ears open. JC's going to be here and now. He's going to do a Weird War. Okay, cool. So it's flat. So it's live now, I guess. Well, that's cool. I wonder if, like, I could see, like, people. I don't fucking know if there's people there or. I don't see. I just see like I'm just. So if you're there and you're watching, I can't see how many people are on or if anybody's on. But feel free to. Oh, here we go. Yeah, one viewer, 25 comment. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, I can't wait to see that Weird War book, brother. Sounds like it's gonna be fucking awesome. Sounds awesome. Can't wait, man. You're pretty. You. The last book was pretty detailed and covered most of it. I think, but no, you're talking about like zero G, right? You can put zero G and superheroes and supernaturals and all sorts of shit in there. I can't wait. Oh, dude, I'll do a little campaign, dude. That'd be fun. Yeah, just tell me where you want the campaign in, and I'll check it out. That'd be sweet. Make like a 3-game, 4-game little campaign or something. That'd be sweet. Or just a scenario. Yeah, that's fun. But yeah, so tonight we were going to talk about. First, we're going to test drive this. Right now, I'm on. There's a 14-second delay, guys, from I guess the comments on the thing. So just be patient because I guess it's a built-in Facebook thing, so I have no control over that. So I'll be looking at. I got the picture shit right there, so I'll respond to your messages and stuff. But yeah. So we were going to talk about. I got a convention tomorrow. We're going to Millennium Con, which is down in Round Rock, Texas, and it runs from Thursday to Sunday. And tomorrow I am hosting at 6 p.m. I'm hosting a game of Dust Tactics, first edition. And then tomorrow, or to Friday, I'll host this badass Battleground Weird World War II game. And then I'm going to do a Shadows over Normandy game. So it should be a lot of fun. Oh, that sounds awesome, dude. Yeah, JC's telling me what he's got planned that's going to come out in his Weird World War II expansion for the Nuts system. The Nuts World War II, not skirmish. Should be what, platoon level or just miniature? 28 mil. Well, I guess it could be any scale, but yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. Cool, you're getting Dust in there, Gear Krieg. I'm hoping that the con this week, I got a whole bunch of shit I'm trying to sell. I'm hoping I can trade some people for some like 15 mil stuff. Not 15. What is Gear Krieg? That's 15, right? Yeah, 15. 10 mil? 15. No, Gear Krieg's 15. But yeah, I'm hoping to because I want to put together I want to play out Gear Krieg too. I haven't played that thing in forever. I probably haven't played that probably the first couple years it came out, man. But I need to play yours too, dude. I got a bunch of shit painted up that I'm still working on those damn Fossenjaeger camo smocks. Woo! Talk about slowing you down in your painting. Camo will do that shit to you. I know. That 156, I remember those. You and what, Company B were teaming up to do that shit? That's sweet. Oh, you can get them from DreamPod? Sweet. Yeah, those look pretty cool. Do they transform? Do they go into their movement, to their travel mode, and they go into their mech mode? That would be fucking cool. That might be a little bit more expensive though. Like you do all the legwork, and they sell your shit. Man, isn't that how it works, man? Yeah, that's true. I mean, at least it's JC said most people don't just buy STLs, and I think that's true in this generation. But I suspect the up and coming, if there is an up and coming generation for model war gamers, they're gonna be all STL, man. These old school guys are gonna have to fucking think of a new way to change their business models because they ain't gonna fucking survive when everybody has 3D printers and stuff. And when they become to such a level where you can just plug and play, plug and print anything you want. Because it's coming, man. You'll get like a cartridge of resin you stick in, and you don't have to do anything, and then like the printer will clean it and clean self cleaning, and who knows, dude. That's true. That's true. Sometimes it takes just a little, coercing of some of these companies to say, hey, maybe it would be a good idea to print to play products. We don't have to carry these products in our catalog per se. Just print them up, just show them off and print them up as you need it. I guess it's what all the Etsy shops do. It's all like you order something and they just print it whenever they need it. Dude, full color. I've seen that. You know, I don't know if I saw this right or not, but there's 3D printers where you can put in a 3D model of something, like your favorite, you know, mini, whatever, and it like does a scan of it, and then it makes like an STL of that. Is that real? Is that something, or did I just read that shit wrong? That would be fucking awesome, dude. I'd be putting like, dude, that would be awesome. You could borrow your buddy's like arm. Hey, dude, let me borrow your tank, and just stick it in a little. Makes an STL of it, and you print it up. That's awesome, dude. That would be sweet. Yeah, I've seen I've heard about those. Like, they're talking about that color, like printing them out in color. That's pretty cool. It's coming, man. Maybe not in our. Well, I don't know. Shit, technology advances so goddamn fast that we could see something like that in our lifetime. There are 3D color 3D printers. Dude, that is awesome. All right, man. So, what are we gonna talk about tonight? We were supposed to talk about prepping for a minis game. And which is cool. So first thing, this is my big thing about gaming cons, okay? First of all, I don't like paying a shit ton of fucking money, okay? Now, a lot of these conventions, because I was a comic book fan, like, longer than I've been a gamer. And I remember back in the 80s, you could pay $5 and you can get into a Comic Con for like $5 all day long. Maybe $10 for, the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it was nothing but thousands and thousands of long boxes of comic books. And they would have like, artists and editors and inkers and writers, whatever. But dude, those guys came and they signed whatever the fuck you want. You didn't pay them to this bullshit secondary like income stream for these creators to like. Now listen, if you were to give them money, that's one thing. But I'm not paying, $100 to get into a goddamn convention, and then I'm paying them another $50 for you to sign like a man, fuck that. No, I'm not into that shit. I mean, if that's what you're into, now I'm an autograph guy. I've never paid an autograph for myself. I've paid an autograph for somebody else, but never for myself. And I have dozens and dozens of autographs from famous people. I just write them, dude. You just write their fucking you just write their publicist or their agent, and you'll get something. You don't even have to send a picture, dude. They'll just send you one. Like, I mean, I got the original. I got like Carrie Fisher, Joe. Well, yeah, Joe Bob Briggs. I got Joe Bob Briggs right up there on the wall. Joe Bob Briggs and let me see if this thing works. And Darcy. But no, it's just like, I'm all about, supporting the creators and shit, but I'm not going to just bend over backwards and give them tons of fucking money. I mean, they need to realize that they're only fucking famous because of us, right? Going to their movies. Man, I don't know why anyway. Okay, so back to, I get on a tangent here. Gaming cons, the ones that I go to, this is the cons that I go to. Now, there's some in the area, some down in here in Texas, where, I've reached out to them, and I've asked them, like, hey, so this is, okay, so, like, the con I'm going to this week, they have a cool, like, policy. If you host 2 or more games, right, for the weekend, you get in for free. Okay? And, dude, that is completely reasonable. That means you are willing to host a 3-hour long, whatever games. And that's you packing all your shit up, bringing it up to the con, setting it all out, dealing with, explaining rules and staying with, having a cool game. And you get it for free. So, and, being the dumbass I am, I thought that was the regular. I thought that's what most cons do. Fuck no, dude. Most of the cons charge you. Like, oh yeah, it's, you can, oh yeah, they're like, oh yeah, come on up. We'll be happy. A table's only like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, just, I'm like, I'm not paying up. Now, if I was trying to sell a product or something, and I wanted to come up and demo my game that I'm selling, that might be something different. But, I mean, and their whole thing is like, they're charging everybody the same, price to get in. And then if you want to bring games up, we have tables available. So I'm like, fuck that. So what that does is, all that does is it fosters only games of people selling that game, right? So you don't have, like Millennium Con as an example, you don't have the richness of all these different peoples with different flavors wanting to show off a game, because, you got to pay a fucking price. And then, look, it ain't easy lugging all that shit up to a con, right? I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort. You got to set it up. You got to break it down. It's like, yeah, JC said he hasn't been to a con since they started charging GMs. Man, that's fucking stupid. Now, like at Millennium Con, they have like they've got a dealer room where you buy a table and you sell shit. That's completely reasonable. And I mean, but are charging GMs to fucking play games? I mean, or to host games? That's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, guys, let me show you. This is the table. This is my table. All this shit is going to the con. I mean, all that is going to the con. I gotta lug all that shit at the con, right? I gotta set it up. And dude, don't get me wrong, I love hosting games. But I'm not gonna pay money to go up there and host games. I mean, and again, if you're selling product, you wouldn't have a product. That's just part of your fucking business expense to do so. But, I would think most gamers wouldn't do that. They wouldn't pay their whatever $100 or whatever it is for the week, and then come up and bring games or miniature games, I should say. Maybe a board game. I could see some guys bringing up a board game or some shit, but not like a fucking detailed, platoon level, board game with scenery and terrain and all that shit. So, man, I don't know. Oh, dude, that sucked. Luckily, I haven't experienced any of that. Knock on wood. Um, I've heard of people losing like army boxes and shit. Someone walking off with them at cons, but I've never seen it personally. Dude, if I saw, man, I've kicked some fucking ass in my life. I would definitely kick some fucking ass if someone tried to steal my shit. Oh, woo, man, I'll be going to jail that night. That's no bueno, no bueno at all. But yeah, so I don't go to cons where you have to fucking pay. I just don't. It's ridiculous. It's fucking. There was a con up at Kansas City, March to Victory or some shit. Sounded fun. You know the guys from damn, can't remember who hosted that. I can't remember. Anyway, I was gonna go up there, right? And then they're gonna charge you to host a fucking game. Like, I'm not driving from Texas to fucking Kansas City and host a goddamn game and still fucking pay. You fucking crazy? Luckily, I got sick that week anyway, so, or I had something else come up that way. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. So you know what that does? All it does is have, again, it's the people fucking selling product. That's who's hosting the game. There's no one gonna come up there bringing like different stuff. You're just gonna have this one thing, and it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, chest cases are easy to snag, and walk off with. I got shit all written all over mine, man, and dude, I secure that stuff pretty hardcore the best I can. That would suck to lose your stuff. But yeah, as if you're a hey John Postal man, what's up, brother? You're gonna come? That's great. Dude, I haven't seen you in like fucking forever, man. Yeah, it's just down the street from you if you're still living where you were last time. That's awesome. That'd be great. Shit, I'll be there all week, dude. We'll hook up, man. We'll get some beers and we'll hammer down some booze. Oh, that's another thing that's happening this week. At this con, they're gonna allow alcohol in it. Oh my god, that's gonna be great, or it's gonna be fuck. I don't think so. Most of the people there, they're older guys, so I mean, I could see it being okay. But man, I can't wait till someone flips the table on the Napoleonics because they're bitching about the wrong kind of uniforms or some shit because they're all shit faced. That'd be great. I haven't played drunk in a long time. It's hard to game drunk. We usually do like a little post-con little game that we drink, so it's kind of cool. That's cool, Postal. Yeah, it'd be sweet to see you, man. And it's been a long time. We have to catch up. Different place? You still in RR? Well, that's cool. It's good to see you, man. That's good to hear from you. Been a long time. But yeah, so back to the cons. Yeah, so if you're you gotta think. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm not living in a fucking vacuum here. I know that renting out a fucking convention center is expensive, and I know the guys that I hang out with, they started Millennium Con. So it's like, I know they've told me all about how it works, and there's a lot of money involved. But, and that's fine. Sell the tickets that you're going to, make your money back or whatever. But I'm telling you, the way to go is allowing people in free that host so many games. Because that's going to bring so many different flavors to the con. And that's what you want. You don't want, GW, Warlord, and fucking, whoever. And that's it. That's all. Because they're the ones who are paying up the money to sell their product while they're showing a game off. You want guys that are hosting, like, old Avalon Hill, Gettysburg. Or you want guys hosting, whatever. I mean, just game, shit that I can't even think of right now. What's cool about Millennium Con is they also have old games, like out of production games, stuff that hadn't been around since the 60s. You have all these guys playing a lot of those bookshelf games, the chit games, just out of date games, but they're fucking fun, man. They have not lost, just because they're not flashy just because they're not, new doesn't mean they're still not great games, man. And it sucks that these cons and I don't get it. I don't get it. And they're melding all these cons together, like and listen, fans are fans of fans. I get it. You're a fan of anime and you want to dress up like it. That's fine. You're into comics, you're into books, you're into wrestling or whatever the fuck. Da, 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 da. But like when you meld it all together, and then you charge this massive ticket. I don't know, man. I want to go to gaming cons. I want to go to comic cons. I want to go to, if you're into wrestling, go to a wrestling con or whatever. But prices are just outrageous on a lot of these big events. But, whatever. Oh, Mel says she wants to see Justin Bieber. Oh, you don't want to see Justin Bieber. Oh, dude. So there's oh man, anyway. Yeah, I'll keep that story to myself. Hell yeah. Very cool, man. Very cool. That's good. I'm glad that you're gonna be there, man. But yeah, so okay, kind of ranted and but so Millennium Con has a great policy. You host 2 games, you get it for free. And that's what I did. I'm hosting and they expanded their time. They did like a Thursday through Sunday. And another good thing are the swap meets or the flea markets in a con. Holy shit, dude. There is nothing greater in this world than a gamer garage sale. Holy shit, it's fantastic. You can go up there, you can barter, you can buy, you can sell. I mean, and it's, you're not paying dealer prices and stuff. You're paying Steve used to play with the Imperial Guard and he thinks they suck now, so he wants to just sell the shit or he wants to trade it. And it's just awesome. It's totally awesome. But so Sunday at this Millennium Con at 9 a.m. they're gonna have a flea market, and I'm totally gonna sell a bunch of shit. So if you want a bunch of shit and you got a bunch of weird World War II stuff, bring it up. Maybe we'll do a little finagling, see what happens. But that's always a good thing. That's a good feature in a gaming con. I like the idea of having booze. I guess that might limit the families, but I don't see big families going to gaming cons really. But I mean most people are cool. I mean in general people are cool, especially in the hobby. Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of assholes in the hobby too. So what am I selling? Okay, so I've acquired a shit ton of painted 15mm nappy stuff, Napoleonic shit, tons of it. And then I also got a bunch of 20mm German and Russian model kits. I don't know what you would use that. I guess Flames of War, or I don't know. But I think they're 20mm. I don't think they're 20. Or I don't think they're 15. I think they're 20mm. I also got a bunch of pirates. I think a Black Scorpion, all their pirate line. Got a bunch of that shit. And then some knick-knack stuff. So a bunch of that stuff that I don't play, stuff I'll never use. So I'm totally up for selling it or bartering it or whatever, just to get rid of it, because I'm not pricing shit. Come up there. If you're watching, you're going to Millennium Con Sunday, and you want some shit, just come and talk to me. Say hey Brian, I'll give you that for whatever. Or I've got, this bag of whatever. And if it sounds cool, sold. Yeah, I can't do all the different shit. I don't have the space. I don't have the time. I mean, Weird World War II, with that genre, I can hit World War II, Weird World War II. I can hit pre-war, interwar, and I can hit 50s or so. So, and I can hit a lot of pulp, gangster. I can hit it all in that time frame. I just can't afford different scales, and although I say that, I'm gonna buy some 15s to play Gear Krieg. The only reason I want to do Gear Krieg at that scale is because their rule books have scenarios at that scale. So I guess I could do them in 28, but I want like full like platoons of fucking mechs and shit. That'd be sweet. But yeah, so back to the cons. So free to the GMs who host so many games. Flea markets or like silent auctions, shit like that. You know, stuff like that's cool. Booze, you know, provide booze, maybe food. Hell, chicks in slinky bikinis serving you booze and food at the table. That'd be fucking even cooler. I don't think that would work, but I don't know. I think they get tips. Holy shit! I bet you those ladies would make out like bandits. And fellas, you can have some fellas represent. What else we got? So now with cons, so let's get into what kind of games you might host at a con. I would suggest host a game that you're comfortable with, a game that you know, okay? Because it's highly likely, unless it's a popular game, you're going to be teaching people like within like 10 minutes or 15 minutes a whole game system, okay? And be nimble. Don't fuck it. This is a con game. These people are committed to your game for only a couple hours or whatever. So don't go full blown, follow the rules. Have it loose, have it really loose. Have them roll. Just tell them what they need to roll. They don't need to know all the modifiers. They don't need to know all the intricacies of your game. Just tell them, okay, Joe, for you to hit that, tank, you need a 7. Go ahead and roll. That's all you gotta do. Roll again and see what happens. All right, man, you did this. So the GMs, they're not just fucking making the game and they're like putting it on the table. They are working the game, man. These GMs really fucking bust their ass to make a good game. Okay, if it's and I'm talking about miniature games. I'm not talking about setting up a game of Monopoly or something, because that's pretty self-explanatory. But like these guys are especially if you like, I play a unique system that no one fucking knows. So it's like I pretty much have to kind of guide. I'm like, just do whatever you want, dude, and I'll tell you what to roll. Stuff like that. And I'm doing a Dust Tactics, easy game, not a lot of rules, real simple. It plays like a board game. And I'm doing the Shadows over Normandy. It plays like a board game, really easy. So now you can bring complex games up there, but just, if you're going to bring like a super complex game, probably just stick completely with the rules then, because the guys who are probably going to sit on it are like going up there to purposely play that really complex game. Or, or tell, because usually in the description of like the games, they'll say like, no experience necessary to play or whatever. But some guys will say, if you don't have a fucking degree in physics, don't come play our, Starfleet Battles game. Because you're going to need it. But yeah, so, you don't have to be super simplistic. But now, in my games, I don't play like, okay, you have this army and you have this army and you fight and kill each other. My games are all fucking crazy. They got like, there's like missions within missions. There's missions that like one player of the army knows about, but the other players of the same army don't. And it's shit like that. And I don't want to give it away, because I got some crazy shit gonna happen this weekend in my game, so it should be a lot of fun. But it's more in con games, because you really want it to spark, man. You want these people to just get into it and go, man, this is a lot of fucking fun. So they'll come next year. They have a great experience. They're playing games that they're not exposed to, or they're playing games in a way that they have never played before. So a lot of narrative games are really good for cons, right? At least in my experience, because it's different. They're coming to a con and they don't want to play the same goddamn thing. Honestly, if I go to a con, I usually play shit I've never played before, or I play games that I know the GM, that they spice it up, they make it weird or different or something. Because I don't want to go up and play a game of fucking bolt action. Because I can do that on any given weekend, anywhere in fucking Texas, and play fucking bolt action. It's just bolt action. There's nothing like unique or new or different. But and that's just me. But I want to go to a game that I've never seen before, or something that's just knocks me off my socks. Yes, I am going to. JC says to post. I'm gonna make an effort to film everything.
I'm gonna be filming Thursday.
Mel can't be there the whole weekend, but Colette will be there with me. But Mel's gonna be there Thursday, and she's gonna film all. Thursday's only a single like game slot because it's a Thursday, so they kind of wanted it like to just. I don't know why they did a half day, but that's fine. We'll be there. But the Friday's a full day. Saturday's from fucking 9 to 10:30, I think, on Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday is 9 to like half a day. It's like 9 to noon or some shit. But yeah, I'm gonna try to every night. I'm gonna try to do like I don't know if I'll be able to do that because I mean, posting games is tiring, man. Especially if you gotta like get your shit up. If someone else is coming to use the table behind you, it's like I used to roadie for some bands, and you had to fucking clear that stage quick, dude, because that band behind you was coming in and have to set up all their bullshit. So it's the same thing that some cons, if it's a really packed in tons of a player, there's usually a time space between each game, but you know it is. But it's pretty tiresome if I'm doing 3 games this week, so I mean it ain't too bad, but it can be. I mean, it can be, especially if you got some big, intricate, like, you've seen those guys at, like, Historicon and shit, big old tables like that are, like, super intricate. Those are probably a bitch to set up, dude. But yeah, I'm fucking stoked, dude. I haven't been to, for 2 years, the con was down because of fucking COVID. And then last year, something came up and I wasn't able to go. I did hit the flea market and got some sweet shit, though. Ooh, man, I love flea markets. That's the best. But I'm trying to think. But yeah, so you know, let me know in the comments. Because again, I don't know how many people are watching and all right now. There's a couple of viewers. But this will be up on, I guess, on Facebook Facebook, and remark on like what kind of cons that do you go to? Are the cons local to your area? Are they like you have to pay, and then even if you're a game master? I'd like to know. I mean, JC, obviously, the stuff out by you, they fucking charge. I mean, it's all about fucking money. And look, I'm not naive. It costs money to set this shit up, but man, I'm telling you. You have a policy of letting these GMs come in for free if they host. Shit, you're gonna get a lot of people. I think they have over 160 games, like hosts, like sessions. That's fucking awesome, dude. And they're not all like people selling shit. It's like guys that they're hosting lots of stuff. But I'm gonna play a game of oh damn it! Age of shit. A Crocodile Games game. It's like it's kind of like mythology, like like Egyptian mythology and like Greek mythology, like fighting each other. Kind of like a Warhammer Fantasy. Age of Aegeus, I think, or something like that. I've always wanted the minis of that game are fucking awesome. I've never played it though, but I mean, it looks kind of like a fantasy, like Warhammer Fantasy or Kings of War kind of thing. But it looks fucking sweet. It's been around forever, and I see it up there like every year. Someone hosts it. I just never played it for some reason. But I'm playing it this year. I can't wait. I'm also playing a board game, the Thing board game. I haven't seen that played. That sounds fun, man. Yeah. So JC said co-op games. I've played games where the players were just against me. So it's a lot of fun, man. Because it's like, they want to beat me up because it's easy to want to kill Brian. It's a lot of fun though. I enjoy I tend to play games where people they'll scream and they'll people will be like giving each other shit. I love that shit. I love that social interaction. I don't, move 6 centimeters, roll, move, just the kind of cold. I like people like freaking the fuck out and having a good time and talking shit. I love that kind of stuff. I love games like that. As you can tell, that's what our battle reports are like all the time. Baby, you're gonna have to not call everybody bitches though. So listen, guys, if you're at the con this week and Nell says, "What's up, bitch?" It's from the heart. Okay, don't take offense. That's just how she gives love. But yeah, we're stoked, man. I can't wait to play. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But what else with cons? So like packing up for a con, man. I don't know. I use Chessex boxes for my minis, so it's pretty easy to bring minis to the con because just let me grab a Chessex box here. Look at that. There's Jeb. Got the haunted tank in this week, but a Chessex box, self-contained. This thing can hold like shit, 180 or something. Or no, this I think this can hold 80 some 56? No, 56? 80? I don't know. It holds a shit ton of fucking minis, man. 28 mils. If you double mini in each slot. So you can if you got a big game, you could pack a lot of minis in this case. But the vehicles are a little bit more challenging. Now, I know a lot of you rich guys use the foam, like battle foam or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know how the fuck you guys afford that shit. But, you can get like those suitcase foam cutout things where you can stick your tanks and stuff in. But let me see if you can see it. I use shoe box, like big long shoe boxes. Move this out. Just the big long shoe boxes. They're all lined with bubble wrap. I line them all with bubble wrap just to give some of that. So all my vehicles and stuff will go in there. My terrain and all that will go in those, and they're pretty stable. Board games, you just take the box. It's no big deal. But yeah, I carry a big thing if you're a GM doing miniature gaming. Is get a little foldable cart, like a little hand truck or cart, whatever. I have one of those, and they are awesome, dude. You can just stack all sorts of shit on top of that, fold it out, bring it in. Because man, trying to carry all that stuff, and then also that cart keeps all of your shit there, because it's not hard to. Maybe forget something. You put something on the table and you're trying to blah 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 blah. But if everything's on this truck and you got maybe a sheet around it or something, to keep that shit safe. But that's what I use to go to cons with. Seems to work for the most part. But man, we've been talking for 40 minutes already. Woo! Sure is fun. Talking about the shit you love. But yeah, JC, you've got to get down here some year, brother. I'm telling you, it's so much fun. And then me, Postal, you all hook up, man. We'll get drunk, talk about fucking toy soldiers and shit. Talk about whatever. Be cool. Man, I don't even know. I mean, is there a con out your way that's worth flying out to that I don't have to pay $1 million to attend? Shit, it's crazy. I go to Millennium Con a lot because I know that it's going to be different every fucking year. It's different shit. There's stuff I haven't played before. People bringing up old games, stuff that aren't around, games they just create out of their own thing. I hear you, man. The bucket list. Well, hell, man, maybe you'll make $1 bazillion on your new Kickstarter, and you'll just quit your fucking job and you'll just do the Wargaming Con circuit. That'd be pretty cool. Just hit all the cons. Yeah, I look at the con, a lot of the big cons here in Austin and Dallas and shit. They're all gamer extravaganza with Gary Gygax's Ghost as host, and you're paying for all these fucking celebs and whatnot. Man, I revert back to the 80s when the celebrities came to cons because they wanted to say, hey man, my name's Frank Miller, I got a new Wolverine limited series coming out, why don't you check it out? Instead of, I'm Frank Miller, if you want my signature, give me $100. You know, it shouldn't be like that. I don't think it should be like that. I think it should be like Keanu Reeves just walking the earth, being nice to everybody, and say, "Hey, thanks for supporting my shit. I'm here for you guys, just hanging out. I'll sign some bullshit. You know, it's all cool. You know, it's not like fucking, you know, one of the Kardashians trying to make a fucking $1 million off her ass or some shit. But I don't know. It's just me. So, but a lot of these cons are just like they shove all this like grandiose bullshit, and it's not. It's you know, you might see your fan, but you see him for like 2 seconds. Man, I remember being in a fucking hotel bar talking to Harryhausen. Dude, he was eating lunch, and I was just sitting there drinking a soda like in the 80s when I was a kid. And he was talking about creating all of those damn animatronics for Sinbad on his fucking picnic table outside in his backyard. I mean, it's shit like that. I've seen celebs just hanging out with people. I've seen celebs playing games with people back in the day, but nothing now. It's this like geek chic has gotten insane, dude. I don't know. Man, I mean, $80 is a chunk of change too, dude. I mean, maybe I'm just in a. I met Harryhausen. He's a fucking badass dude. That was back in the 80s, man. At the Dallas Comic Con. Back when it was just like... I remember it was at the Hilton in Dallas. And it was huge. It was like $5 to get in, dude. And it was awesome. It was nothing but comics, man. It wasn't fucking big titty cosplayers, as much as I love them. They weren't there. There weren't wrestlers there. There weren't, local, politicians or plumbers selling their what. It was just comics, dude. And it was like the people who were in the business. I guess Harryhausen wasn't comics, but he was graphic artist or whatever. He was there, and he was just totally accessible, just chilled out. Had the what do you call them? The interactions with them, and it was all fucking free. You didn't pay extra for to sit in or whatever. If you want to take a picture of somebody, it wasn't a big deal. But again, the world's fucking changed, and being a celebrity, I can't imagine, dude, being a celebrity. Maybe they have to do that. Maybe they have to charge a bunch of money just to keep people away from them. I don't fucking know. But this is gaming. This is wargaming. If Rick Presley was at, I wouldn't be bum rushing him and I'm like, hey man, I like your games, dude. That's it. I wouldn't be whatever. But I don't know. I'm old. I'm an old grognard. But I'm stoked. I hope the weekend goes really well. I hope there's lots of cool gaming, and I hope everybody has a good time. I hope that again, if people who see this are thinking about holding their own gaming cons, do it for the right reason, man. Do it to fucking foster the hobby. Don't charge $1 million to do it, because a lot of people. First of all, this hobby's expensive to begin with, and it's a time consumer to begin with. So make it accessible as possible, because you want to bring new people in. And if people see it, cost so much just to go look at it. Fuck. Paying $5 to get into a gaming con, I guarantee so many people would show, because it's $5 and they can play these games they have no access to. Some of these board games are almost $100 a fucking board game. $100. Who can afford that shit? Gamer, a collector gamers guy. But yeah, dude. I think. Don't think so massive. Think small. Shit. Comic cons were usually in a fucking Motor Lodge's goddamn meeting hall. And it was always dank, and it smelled moldy. But dude, I will never forget those cons, man. They were fantastic. You could talk to it was just, I don't know, maybe it was a time where like I said, the geek chic wasn't so mainstream. Maybe it was finally a place where like the misfits like me could hang out with other misfits. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was accessible. I was 15 or I was 14. I could pay $5 and get in and fucking game all day long. You can't have that now. What 15-year-old is $80 to get into fucking a gaming con? It's crazy. Yeah, I know that. And again, I mean, I get like hotels and stuff wanting to fill their rooms at these cons and da da da. Da. I get that. I mean, it is everything. Goddamn, everything's so damn pricey. It can be. It can be. I mean, those. Ugh. I don't know. But again, everything's relative. If going to a gaming con is your 1 year splurge, then paying $100 for a weekend at a con is cool. Yeah, dude. So Matt says he was looking at the Marvel Crisis Protocol game, and it was $100. $100 dude. I mean, I guess it has a bunch of minis, but I mean, so that's a lot of fucking money, dude. Especially if you got kids. You got mortgages, you got car notes, you got medical bills, you got fucking debt, whatever it is. I mean, that is the last thing a lot of people are going to fucking, I don't know, dude. It's just, and I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not the barometer to be looking at for the hobby because I am so fringe, dude. I like the minis I've had for like 20 years. I don't buy a lot of mainstream shit because who does mainstream Weird World War II? Not a whole lot. So, I mean, and then even then, I've already got a lot of stuff, so I don't need, I don't know. It's, oh, happy birthday, dude. It's your birthday? What the fuck? Well, happy birthday, man. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday, JC.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
JC.
happy birthday to you.
Well, shit. I should have said something. I guess you may have said something. Well, hey, man, happy birthday, dude. We'll have to do a live. We'll have to chat online after the con. I'll tell you how it went. All right, it's good to see you, man. Take it easy. But yeah. So again, we're just rambling tonight. This was really this conversation was really just to see if this Facebook Live worked. I'm curious if it's gonna like record this to where I can like edit it, but yeah. So again, if you're in Central Texas this week, hell, just tomorrow, we'll be gaming at the Millennium Con in Round Rock, Texas. I'll stick. I thought I stick a link in the thing. So, but yeah. All right, man, Matt. Good to see you, bro. I might go ahead and cancel X this. But thanks for you guys coming by. I appreciate it big time. We'll try. Well, I'm gonna try to give that StreamYard another go. I'm gonna try to fuck with it this week and see if I can get it going. Because I'm on their. I'm not paying them any goddamn money if I can't get it to work. So I mean, I'm still on their free trial thing, but if I can't get it going before then, I'm screw them. But yeah. But yeah, so guys, we'll cut it off there. Appreciate you guys coming by. Again, this was kind of an impromptu. We wanted to just check out the new tech, the new streaming. Again, come by Millennium Con if you are off this weekend. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $30 for the weekend. That's not too bad. Or if you want to host, get it for free if you host a couple games. I think they might still be doing that. I mean, they may have filled up all the spaces. I'm not sure. I'm sure if you really, really, really wanted to, they'd fucking let you. So there's always some extra tables laying around, so which is good. But yeah, we'll be up there. Try to catch us post-con. We'll probably be drinking heavily somewhere. I think I'm gonna bring up Trivial, the '80s edition of Trivial Pursuit. So we'll play some like Think or Drink Trivial Pursuit up there. That'd be fun. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming, and whatever you do, game hard and stay weird. See ya.